Okay, family, blessings and abundance in all good things. So I am reading from, this is part 2. I'm going to do 10 more minutes. How to Love. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Thich Nhat Hanh. And I'm picking up on page 18. Compassion. The second element of true love is compassion. Compassion is the capacity to understand the suffering in oneself and in the other person. If you understand your own suffering, you can help him to understand his suffering. Understanding suffering brings compassion and relief. And you can transform your own suffering and help transform the suffering of the other person with the practice of mindfulness and looking deeply. Mindfulness and looking deeply. Practice. Application. Every day. Being mindful of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. I'm going to say our. Being mindful of our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Blessings. Joy. Hallelujah. Joy. Raise up some joy inside of you. Raise up some joy inside of me too. Joy. Joy is the third element of true love. It is the capacity to offer joy. Didn't do that right. Joy. Joy is the third element of true love. Sorry. Joy, the third element of true love, is the capacity to offer joy. When you know how to generate joy, it nourishes you and it nourishes the other person. Your presence is an offering, like fresh air or spring flowers or the bright blue sky. Equanimity. The fourth element of true love is equanimity. We can also call it inclusiveness or non-discrimination. Hallelujah. In a deep relationship, there's no longer a boundary between you and the other person. You are her and she is you, or he is you and you are he. Your suffering is her suffering. Your understanding of your own suffering helps your loved one to suffer less. Now wrap your minds around that. Your understanding of your own suffering helps your loved one to suffer less. Suffering and happiness are no longer individual matters. What happens to your loved one happens to you. What happens to you happens to your loved one. And this should be extended to all levels of exchange with one another, with other beings, the planet, animals. Everything matters. All right, hold on. I gotta push my glasses back up again. Pull it up. All right. Where was I? Equanimity. All right. Okay. Respect and trust. Along with the traditional 4 elements of true love, loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, there are 2 more elements, respect and trust. These elements can be found in the 4, but it helps to mention their names. When you love someone, you have to trust. You have trust. When you love someone, you have to have trust and confidence. Love without trust is not yet love. Almost, not quite. Of course, first you have to have trust, respect, and confidence in yourself. That trust that you have, trust that you have a good and compassionate nature. I'll read that again for me and for you. Trust that you have a good and compassionate nature. Monitoring yourself, monitoring ourselves, self-monitoring daily, every second. That wasn't in the book. I just added that. So I'll go back. Of course, first you have to have trust, respect, and confidence in yourself. Trust that you have a good and compassionate nature. You are part of the universe. You are made of stars. When you look at your loved ones, you see that he or she is also made of stars and carries eternity inside. Looking in this way, we naturally feel reverence. True love cannot be without trust and respect for oneself and for the other person. Respect and trust. Be beautiful. Be yourself. If you can accept your body, then you have a chance to see your body as home. You want to add your first home, your number 1 home, your most important home. You can rest in your body, settle in, relax, and feel joy and ease, peace. If you don't accept your body and your mind, you can't be at home with yourself. That's not a good place to be. Be at home with yourself. You have to accept yourself as you are. This is a very important practice. As you practice building a home in yourself, you become more and more beautiful. Hallelujah. Less than a minute. Time for one more. You are a flower. Every child is born in the garden of humanity as a flower. Each flower differs from every other flower There are many messages in our society that tell us, even when you're young, or even when we're young people, that there's something wrong with us, and that if we just buy the right product, or look a certain way, or have the right partner, that will fix it. Sorry. As grown-ups, we can remind young people that they're already beautiful as they are. They don't have to be someone else. One more time. As grown-ups, we can remind young people that they are beautiful already as they are. They don't have to be someone else. Peace and blessings, family. Love you much. Love me too. Hey.